It was late June. This summer brought sweat dripping down my brow. I am a 21-year-old man in Vietnam War. It takes a lot to see people die around you every day. Some your friends, your comrades, your amigos. Gunshots fall like rain and men collapse like sandpaper. But this isn't a story about just war. This is a story of mortality, good versus what was right. I was sitting with my friends, Carmelo Sanchez and Yukon Sky, when I saw a shadow lingering nearby. Yukon and Carmelo didn't seem to notice, but I saw that shadow move with the trees and stop directly across where we were standing. Yukon traced where my eyes lay in horror. He took out his gun, but I placed my hand over his gun to cease fire. What? Are you crazy? I wasn't crazy. I was just careful. The shadow emerged to a young Vietnamese boy. No, a boy? A young, nearly 21-year-old man was probably sent by the enemy to distract so they could attack. The boy looked at Yukon, then Camaro, then me. The boy seemed like he was on the brink of tears, and God help me, I felt sorry for him. This wasn't his fight. He didn't know what to do. He was clueless. Suddenly, I heard the boys screech to the sky. Two gunshots rang out, and I fell to my knees. Camaro and Yukon both lay on the ground next to me, dead and cold as stone. I felt anger now that I never experienced before. I wanted to hurt this boy. No, kill. My friends were now dead, and I knew what I had to do. I was the lone soldier. I and the boy cornered each other. I lifted my gun, but my index finger shook on the trigger. I was a man of morals, and throughout this whole war I never felt such a mixed feelings about killing another person. Sure, I'd thought of it. I'd done it in the past, but this felt wrong. I was angry, of course. This boy made my blood boil, but I always knew that killing him didn't make me a man. It made me a murderer, a thief. I closed my eyes and inhaled deeply through my nose and out my mouth, and refocused from the dizziness. I prayed to the gray skies. If there were a God, he'd forgive me, and pray he'd know that I'd undoubtedly be sorry. I steadied my index finger and pulled the trigger. A loud earth-shattering bang rang out through the dark skies as the boy fell to his knees. I had done it. The other soldiers on my side ran toward me and patted me on the back, called me crazy, but I was fascinated. I wanted to see if I'd actually be brave enough or moral enough to kill him. A pang of guilt shot through my chest, and I hung my head low in defeat. I crossed over the fallen boy and saw the bullet head in his forehead. Sadness swallowed my heart, and I wanted to cry, but crying was a weakness in war, and weak is not. I didn't I'd wanted to run, but in the jungle you couldn't get far. I'd thought of all my childhood superheroes, how they'd save everyone. They were strong and mighty and brave, but I was none of those things. I was no hero. I had killed a man. After all, anger surged through my veins, and I screamed like a barbastic psycho at the gray skies. My teammates looked bewildered at my grief, but they couldn't understand. Sure, they had probably had some hidden grief toward the boy I had known, that, but they were high-speed killing machines, and they had no time to feel sorry for one boy, one life. To them, I'd probably be Captain America, or at least the portrayal that feeling. I knew that I knew what I had done. That night I fell asleep on the cold ground. I slept on my rucksack as we were all laying in the jungle, and as I slept, I saw him. I woke up in a cold sweat, and I remembered the man that I killed.